Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to learn about our third chapter of Flamingo book. The title of the chapter is Deep Water and it has been written by William Douglas. William Douglas was born in 1898 and died in 1980. He belonged to USA. This is an autobiography and he is the narrator of this chapter. This chapter is an excerpt. This is a piece of writing taken from a book written by William Douglas, and the title of that book is Of Men and Mountains. Of Men and Mountain. So this is very important from exam point of view because this time we are going to face some MCQs in our final exam as per CBSE pattern, new pattern of examination, and this type of questions may be seen there. That is, deep water has been taken from which book? So you must be aware that it is taken from Of Men and Mountains. This is an autobiography as we have already discussed, and William Douglas is narrator. In this chapter he has revealed about his fear of water which he was gripped with in his early childhood and his determination to overcome that fear. पानी से डर और उस डर से छुटकारा पाने का उनका एक दृढ़ संकल्प. Fear from water is known as hydrophobia. So he was having an aversion from water, means he hated water because of its fear. Now the question arises, why did he fear from water? So this was a misadventure happened to him during his childhood. When he was 3 to 4 years old, he used to go with his father at the sea beach, and one day a big wave knocked him down and swept over him. He was almost buried under water. His father was there. He was enjoying all these activities, right? Because he was sure that wave was not going to harm him for any longer. It was momentary and thereafter it was supposed to go back. But as a child, William Douglas was quite frightened with that incident. डर गया बहुत ज़्यादा उससे. उनके फादर को उसमें वो इंजॉय कर रहे थे उसका, वो उसके हंस रहे थे कि देखो कैसे डर रहा है. बट दिस वॉज not less than a big shock for William Douglas. So this was the beginning of the fear from water. Thereafter he went to Yakima YMCA pool in Yakima. Yakima is a city of Washington, state of America. Okay, Washington is a state of America, and you know Washington DC was capital. There is a city known as Yakima, and by the same name there is a river, that is Yakima River. So Douglas wished to go there and learn swimming, but his mother warned him that that river is very treacherous, that river is very dangerous because it has taken life of many people whoever went there for swimming and enjoying the water. So Douglas decided to go to the YMCA pool, water pool. One day it so happened that when he was waiting for somebody to come and help him swim, because he was not sure about swimming, he was at his learning stage, rather you can say he even had not entered the learning stage also. He was just raw material for swimming activity. So a strong man, a robust body person came there and he tossed him up in the water. वहाँ पे कोई स्ट्रॉन्ग सा पर्सन आया, उसने उसको लिया और पानी में उछाल दिया. Now it was a horrible incident for Douglas since he was not aware of swimming. He went up and down 2-3 times in water. Thereafter, though he was having a strategy to save himself from water, from drowning, he was almost drowned, but he tried his level best to skip off that drowning, means The moment he reached bottom, while going down, he would plan how to act to come up on the surface of the water and swim to the bank of the pool. But it was not so easy as he planned, because the moment he reached bottom, he would push him up like a spring, but he could not get success in it. By the time he would come on the surface of the water, his movement was quite slow. He could not have a brisk movement in his upward thrust. So he was tired of trying his coming out of water. Ultimately, his body limbs, his body parts became static, means they became lifeless, and he felt that death was nearby. He was about to die. Numbness prevailed on his body, means sunapan छा गया, and his mind was almost in resting place. Okay, resting state मीन्स दिमाग में सब सुनापन छा गया और उसको लग रहा था मौत बिल्कुल पास में है, वो मरने ही वाला है. Meanwhile, somebody, and that's who somebody, the person who tossed him, came to know that Douglas was suffering a lot, and factually he was not aware of, or he was not trained as a swimmer. So जब उसको पता चल गया कि डगलस तो डूब रहा है, so he jumped into water and he took him out to the bank of the pool. उसको बाहर लेके आ गया. There he was laid, that is reverse, facing the surface of the pool, and his water was brought out. Okay, मीन्स जब उसको पुश करते हैं, वाटर फील्ड बेली है, अगर आप उसको पुश करेंगे तो पानी थ्रू माउथ कम्स आउट. ओके, सो वो जब पानी बाहर आ गया, देर आफ्टर डगलस regained his consciousness because he became unconscious while drowning in the water, and now he has come to his conscious state, and he found himself lying on the pool side. This time the fear of water housed his brain and heart so deeply that he was he thought it was a terrible experience for him, and he skipped every moment, every activity related to water. Means he stopped going for fishing, he stopped going for boating, he stopped going for canoeing. Canoeing is a small racing boat. Okay, so he stopped all water related activities because of the fear of water. बहुत डर गया था. Now he was a resolute person, though he was afraid of water, but he was resolute enough to overcome that fear. So he decided to do something so that he could get rid of that fear of water. And to succeed in this plan, he hired an instructor who was well versed with the water activities and who was quite trained and skilled in training others also, how to make them a professional swimmer. So he hired an instructor. Instructor was having all the appliances which are required, which are necessary to safeguard the learners in the swimming pool. So what did he do? He tied a belt around William Douglas' waist, and that belt was attached with one end of a rope. The another end of that rope was passed over a pulley, and that end was held by the instructor out of the pool, so that he could control Douglas' movement in the water. Whenever he would face any difficulty in swimming, he would pull him out so that any adversity or any adverse condition situation could be averted. मीन्स उसको पुल्ली से बांध के, रस्सी से बांध के बाहर से कंट्रोल करता ताकि उसको कोई दिक्कत ना हो, और जब भी वो डूबने वाला हो तो उसको तुरंत बाहर खींच लिया जाए। यू माइट हैव सीन एट पब्लिक प्लेसेस और इन पिकनिक स्पॉट्स, इन पिकनिक स्पॉट्स यू माइट हैव सीन people having some arrangement for enjoyment of the young kids, छोटे बच्चों के लिए, and that is known as bungee jump. Okay, bungee jump, they tie the child with the rope, and before that the whole body is laced with the webbing, that is known as webbing. full strips वगैरह से बांध दिया जाता है उसको, and thereafter a hook is attached to that lacing and that webbing, and thereafter he starts operating that rope. So that rope goes up and down over a pulley, and that is being controlled by that instructor who is having the entire control of that rope and that activity. So the moment the kid go up, okay, the moment he goes up to a certain height, he feels convenient and comfortable, but thereafter he starts feeling nausea, giddiness. So the instructor immediately senses that yes, this is the time to lower him, so that he is not caught by any fear. तो बंगी जंप में वो कंट्रोल करता रहता है बच्चे को. लाइक दैट इंस्ट्रक्टर का भी काम यही था कि डगलस को कंट्रोल करना है जब वो पानी में है. ओके, सो स्टेप बाय स्टेप, first he taught him how to breathe in and breathe out while in water, thereafter how to make the movement of your legs, hands in water, and ultimately one day he clubbed all these activities together, means सारे movement एक साथ करने हैं. ब्रीदिंग भी करना है आपको, हैंड मूवमेंट भी करना है, लेग मूवमेंट भी करना है, एंड आपको आगे भी बढ़ना है पानी में. सो सारे जब मूवमेंट ये क्लब हो गए, दैट वाज द actual activity of a final swimming, you can say, and Douglas could swim now. But the bit of fear which he was caught in his childhood returned in his mind again and again. Whenever he would face water, कहीं ना कहीं उसके दिमाग में वो डर वापस लौट के आ जाया करता. So Douglas thought that he had to overcome that fear entirely. That bit of fear was not to reside in his body anymore. That was his determination. So what could he do for that? He thought that he had learnt a lot about swimming in that YMCA pool. Thereafter also he was not able to overcome that fear. Which fear? That YMCA में जो डूबना उसका, और सी बीच के ऊपर जो एक ऊंची लहरें थी उनसे वो नीचे दब गया था, उसके बाद वो डर गया था. सो ये दो जो इंसिडेंट उसके लाइफ में हुई थी, मिस एडवेंचर्स, उनका जो डर था वो अभी तक वो निकल नहीं पाया था. कहीं ना कहीं उसके दिमाग में वो घूम के वापस आ जाया करता. सो डगलस ने उसका ये डिटर्मिनेशन था कि इसको, मीन्स ही वॉज हैविंग ए परसिवरेंस, डिटर्मिनेशन टू ओवरकम दैट फियर. लगा कि YMCA में तो बहुत तैर लिया अब, लेकिन इससे भी उस डर से छुटकारा नहीं पा सका. So now he tried to test himself, examine his skill of swimming in the long stretch of water, लंबी झीलों में, long lakes, sea, okay, और जो भी डेंजरस वाटर प्लेसेस थे वहाँ पे वो जाता, and there he started experiencing. So in between, in first 1 or 2 attempts, he was again caught with same fear. फिर से वही डर लौट के आ गया उसके दिमाग में. बीच में जब कहीं वो लेक के बीच में तैर रहा था तो फिर से वो दोबारा लौट के आ गया दिमाग में. बट विद रिपीटेड एंड विद नंबर ऑफ एक्सपीरियंसेस, विद नंबर ऑफ स्विमिंग ड्रिल्स, he could overcome that fear, and one day he was able to enjoy his water games again, water activities. That is, he started going for fishing, मछली पकड़ने के लिए जाने लगा. He started going for canoeing, he started going for boating in the deep waters, and now he could enjoy his bathing in the waterfalls and in the pools. So this was a sequence and a chronological event of his life, he could overcome that fear. And to overcome that fear, the main role played by determination. Okay, the determination played main role. Now, T. Roosevelt, if I'm not wrong, 32nd President of United States of America, D. Roosevelt, and his complete name was Franklin D. Roosevelt. He said that what we need to fear is fear itself. Fear itself, okay? Dear students, if we are feared of anything, if we are afraid of anything, you can say that we are not going to achieve our goal. Let us try n number of times. Unless the fear is removed from our heart and mind, we cannot achieve our goal. We cannot embark our journey of success. So, Roosevelt has rightly said that what we need to fear is fear itself. हमें किस चीज से डरना चाहिए? डर से ही डरना चाहिए. By mistake, fear should not enter our heart or mind. It should not enter our soul at any cost. Once entered means we have been caught by an intense difficulty, and this will create a hindrance in our journey of success. बाधा बन के आएगा. हमारी जो सफलता की जो यात्रा है उसमें ये एक बाधा बन के हमेशा हमारे सामने खड़ा रहेगा, डर. सो हमें डरना नहीं है. If we relate this fear to our present scenario, I think it would be a learning lesson for you, and it would be a kind of inspiration for you. And what is that current scenario? We are suffering from COVID-19. Everybody has locked him or herself down in the houses. If we say that we are not left with any choice but to get ourselves confined within the four walls, that will be wrong. As a student and me as a teacher, I would like to say that this is an opportunity for all of you. We must try to encash this opportunity. We must try to make use of this opportunity in our best, for our best or for our betterment. How can we? Whatever material is being supplied to you, being conveyed to you, being given to you, okay, being forwarded to you by means of social media, by means of some educational apps, or by means of some notes, you must write them down, you must learn them by heart and soul, and you must be positive always. Then only we can overcome this misadventure. This is also a kind of misadventure in our life. But if we are determined enough, we can overcome this misadventure and we can convert into an adventurous scenario. In that, a collective effort, a common goal of all of us is required, and that you all know. Every time I have been saying that we are here to study. Your goal is to learn, our goal is to teach, but our goal is not achieved until and unless you respond positively. So to respond positively, you need to be optimistic, and to be optimistic, you need to be courageous enough, positive enough. Learn this lesson. I have covered the story. In next 2 sessions, I will proceed ahead with the textual part of the lesson, and I hope you have enjoyed this session and the story is clear to all of you about the autobiography of विलियम डगलस. विलियम डगलस के साथ यह उसकी ज़िंदगी में एक वास्तविक घटना थी जिसका उन्होंने वर्णन यहाँ पे किया है. ओके, एंड एज ए ह्यूमन बीइंग you can experience this. If someone of you is not familiar with water and its complexities, its difficulties, or its bad experience, you can say, then you can, okay. But I would say that never go near water unless you are well trained and you know how to swim, because it has happened with me also and might have happened with other people also. So this is a best exercise, best activity. If you are a swimmer, you can not only save life of yourself, but you can descend as an almighty in case of distress. In case of somebody is drowning, you can save his or her life. So please learn this, and I hope you have an idea about this lesson now. Earlier also we have covered it up. Again I will read the textual part of this lesson and we will learn the meaning of difficult words. What are the questions based on this will be answered by you very easily, very conveniently, very comfortably. Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day.